Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for me and Daddy, you are welcome to Confirm Gist Podcast. Yes, where we talk about everything trending on the social media and everything happening in your society today. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's jump right on the topic of the day. Yes, we want to talk about TB Joshua and BBC. What's it called? Episode of what they tag that are called TB Joshua Court of what's it called?
Scots, and I don't remember.
So one actually talk about it.
Okay.
You know, this has been a very controversial story.
Okay.
So far in the history of it, and it has the net has catch fire or more. The net have catch fire.
Yeah.
But the thing here is that you know, this man is dead, for crying out loud.
Okay.
You understand? I don't want to come here to start talking about who is whether the man is a true prophet or whether it's not a true prophet and all that stuff. You understand? This man has been alive, and then this thing wasn't out. This story wasn't out. This video wasn't out. You understand? But another thing here is that there's this person that was talking on Facebook. You understand? This Prof X. He made mention that if was a court, he said that TB Joshua have not actually done or carry out a very what's it called, a miracle before.
Okay.
In his ministry in when he was alive. Like, he have not done any, I would like to put this, he have not performed any natural miracle. Like, he have not healed the sick or whatever stuff. I was like, I begin to like
Which of the part is it the guy in the documentary?
Yeah, no, not the guy in the documentary. That is another person again.
From the Square ministry or outside
the church, outside the ministry. So I was always criticizing all the old pastors and all that stuff, all the old people. He was always he was just like that the person when it was criticizing them like that. But this one is to the extreme. I was just saying that I was like, so is it that in the past 20 years, because I believe TB Joshua, when he was alive, he have operated his church for more than 20 years, more than 2 decades. You understand? So you mean that all those miracles he has been performing for over 20 years, none of them is real? Because I've seen some that even though they say they are arranging what's it called, miracle and another stuff, these particular ones I've seen with myself, with my eyes, cannot be arranged. Well, I don't know why people talking here.
Well, I wouldn't say, I don't want to say people are talking anyhow. There's something we have to understand. Everybody have got the right to express themselves, regardless of who they are referring to. The only thing I just see here is just that in the point of probably expressing yourself, you have to be humble. You have to be polite. You have to mind the kind of language you use. That is just all I see. I think I saw that news online. At first, I did not watch that clip. I was like, this news again. Stuff like that. So, but in the long run, I said, okay, I saw the news flying everywhere. Some of my friends were posting, TB Joshua this, TB Joshua that. I was okay. Let me watch the video. I think I downloaded 2 videos on YouTube and I watched from beginning to ending. Well, I'm not in any way trying to tarnish and I'm not in any way trying to support. I'm just here to say the way I see. There is no smoke without fire. Now, some of these guys who came around to say, pastor, the other pastor in the stuff, the whole thing is just confusing. So I'm not gonna lie here. After watching those videos, somehow, I kind of believed
something's up.
Yeah,
something's up.
I kind of.
Well, okay. Another concern I want to raise here is that to me, I actually believe that there's no smoke fire with what you just said. Another thing I want to another concern I want to raise about this particular issue is that BBC involving in this particular issue is something that is very, 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 I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to use the word.
As a matter of fact, if it was a Nigerian channel, or a Nigerian news media that comes out,
you understand? Well, I'm saying, you understand? But
myself saw BBC and I'm like,
you understand? I mean, myself, in other hand, I don't want to get involved because any issue that got to do with
I don't want to
meddle myself with all those kind of stuff. But what's it called? BBC have been in operation for more than 40 years. What I'm talking about. BBC have been more than 50 years. So I don't see BBC coming out to say something to to carry out this kind of transmission,
and
then also, and then I now start doubting them kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, those are the two concerns.
Like I
actually
said,
raised.
Like I said,
I've TV Joshua not done any legit miracle, and also what's called BBC involved in this particular issues.
But the question I want to ask now is, someone said TB Joshua have not really performed any legitimate miracle ever since the inception of School Ministry, right?
You understand?
That church have been running since 1999 also, or 2000.
Yeah.
How possible is it that someone like TB Joshua run that ministry from the scratch? Of course, when you go on YouTube, you see some of the old videos.
Yeah,
you started from the scratch, like how many members from there they started building and all of that. Come on, the miracles have been performed. I don't know if they are fake. That's what I got. But
to me, I'm not daft. You understand?
It's difficult for you to
arrange
tell me
audio.
You have not performed miracles. So if the only thing I want to listen to now is, to some extent, it performed miracle. But to some extent, there were some of the miracles that were performed, they were not real.
You understand?
That's what I want to hear. But you telling me all the miracles are fake, people coming around, man of God, help me. This. But somehow, like I said earlier on, somehow, personally, I'm not talking about you. I kind of believe some of the things that were said in those videos. I watched the video, I'm not dumb. I watched the video, I watched the evidence that were provided. I watched the daughter called Ajoke, who said she was and people said this, that. Come on, we are all humans. Let's not reason with sentiment here. You know, when you get to issues that have to do with, spiritual father, people will go, don't talk to my dad like that. But your daddy is everybody's daddy. So you see what I'm talking about? So we should learn to react politely when we see things. The way you see it is different from the way I see it. I can't totally agree with you.
But to me, to an extent,
all right,
you understand? This man does, when he was alive, when he was still in action, the approach towards how he delivers his own things is very quite different. You understand? He didn't say, because I've watched many videos. I watch this man every now and then. You understand? Even when I'm skeptical about others, but at the end of the day, I still believe in that man that much. That's it. Sometimes he knows very well that there is hunger in the land. Yeah, his strategy actually helped him. There is hunger in the land. He didn't say, "Let me pray for you alone," and all that. So he was a philanthropist. He gave these people, they say. So there are some places that you will go to. They will tell you, "Okay, I want to work for you. Bring cow, bring another stuff."
What you're saying? I understand what you're saying.
To me, I think at least that man deserves some kind of
accolade. It deserves some accolade, not some. It deserves his flower. Let prop be given to him.
You understand?
This is it. But we should separate that from the whole issue now. Let saga remain saga. Let reality remain reality. All right?
Yeah.
Now, he did all these things. We respect him so much. Personally, I was watching Emmanuel TV. Even up to now, I still do. But this is a documentary that came out that said this man did this, he did that. But now the day, it don't concern me. The pastors who came out now to say he was doing it. So first of all, I was telling my friends, let's leave TB Joshua out of this whole thing.
Yeah.
The pastors, the other guy, Aneka, whatever their name is, they should be arrested. Because why they should be arrested was, if it was true, you were aware that all these things were going on in that ministry, but you kept quiet. You guys did not say anything.
My brother.
No.
Let me tell you something. Okay. Let me tell you something. Don't tell call Ide for Yoruba.
Okay. No, I understand.
There are the spiritual control the physical. Like say, you can never talk about something that's spiritual. You understand? This man is powerful. Anything can happen.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So why is it that it's now that talking about it? Why can't they talk about it there? Because they were still in the web. They can't. According to them,
okay.
They don't know what actually happened until when they leave. You understand?
Like I said.
So, no. I watched another video yesterday where some white men, that one that looked like Jesus Christ, said, was not saying that. Okay, they stay close to Joshua's personal room. You understand? So there's no day that door has been on. That door has been open for any woman to go there without them knowing and all that stuff. You understand? So there are so many things. And again, let me tell you this. These people that are doing all those what's it called, that they granted BBC granted their bill and all that stuff. Right. I don't think BBC are done. Because they are saying this. BBC will have asked them for what was it called, evidence. They don't. Do you have evidence to back this your claims? You understand? We're not talking with them. BBC does not run with sentiment.
I understand.
They are journalists.
I understand.
And they have what's it called? A reputation to protect.
I understand. They have an image to protect. Fine.
You understand? So this is very quite confusing.
That was why I said somehow I believe the news. Somehow, personally, I watched the clip, which was about 2 hours. I listened to both parties, what they were saying, the members involved,
and
the
pastors. There are more episodes coming out.
Definitely, but for now, the ones we have watched so far, and all of that. But the part that I'm still finding very hard to digest is Ajoke,
the doctor.
I want to know. Some people started saying Ajoke was picked from the dustbin. Ajoke was. I want to know who Ajoke really is to TB Joshua.
Ajoke was about daughter. You understand? I think it's from another.
No.
Mother, you understand?
If it happened that everybody is against this man, they'll say, "Oh, he did this one."
Even at death, with the daughter still against him.
Even at that is the part that I'm confused.
Don't get it.
That is why I said I don't want to talk about it.
We just want to, we are just, kind of confused about this particular, this is a very big story.
It's a very critical issue.
In the net today, everybody are talking about
definitely
it. You understand? So, ladies and gentlemen, we are come to the end of this particular topic. The reason why we have to talk about this is because normally I don't engage, I don't middle with what's called this particular type of story. You understand? But people are talking about it. We just want to air our own video because those are the concerns raised by me. My concerns that are raised here are just the only thing I said about it, because people actually don't forget that people who are making those kind of what's it called, who are being granted those interviews, they were actually horsed by others. That's the reason why they have to come out and then say what they want to say and all that stuff. They don't really care about anything.
Somehow, a lot of people thought they had issues in the church.
You understand?
They had issues in the church, so therefore, of course, they have issues in the church. Probably that's why they are coming out to say. But on the other hand, from the video so far, it's beyond just having issues in the church. If you have an issue with the church, you have an issue with your pastor. There's every tendency that you might go elsewhere and say, "Oh, my pastor did it." Even your pastor did not do that. But if you sit down and remove emotion and sentiment from the whole thing, sit down on your own and digest that video from the audio evidence so far, then you start, the only thing you boil down to, you start asking questions like, what is happening? Who is Ajoke? How did Ajoke came into the whole scene?
You understand?
Who is this man? How long have they been with him? Stuff like that. You start asking questions, and when you answer this question, the only thing you just sit down like, wow. Well, I don't want to be perfect.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an interesting topic, and I want to know your reaction. I want to see your reaction in the comment section. Let us hear from you guys in the comment section below. Let us, if you have any evidence prior to what we have seen so far, you can call me, you can slide to our day when we definitely going to another interview. You understand? And then we'll talk about this particular. When you're talking about this particular, so you have to be very sensitive. You understand? That's why we don't want to dive into what that.
You have to be very polite with your words.
You understand? You're very careful.
Cautious.
You're very careful. This is why we're talking about the prophet of God and all that stuff. You understand? So ladies and gentlemen, we want to say thank you for staying with us on this particular episode. And I want to say, please, like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on our Facebook
social media page. Just in case you want to follow us on Facebook, www.facebook.com/confirmgspodcast. Same thing on Instagram, ig.com/confirmgpodcast. Same thing goes for YouTube /confirmgpodcast. You can also drop your comment in the comment section below, and you can also reach us on our private numbers written on your screen. And just in case you want to say anything, you want to get in touch with us, you want to say something sensitive, please be very mindful with your words. Very important. Very important. Don't use abusive words. No.
Don't get caught.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. The reason why you should do that is whatever it is that is happening now, you were not there when it happened.
We were not there.
We were not there too.
It's just don't follow social media.
Exactly. Don't follow social media. Just be mindful
of advice from us.
Exactly. Definitely.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we want to say thank you for joining us today. We're coming back next week for another episode. Thank you. Bye. Why do you say you're the